Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Blair. Today we are trying Neutrogena makeup. I have actually never tried any products from Neutrogena, and I was in CVS, or actually I was in Walgreens a few days ago, and I saw some new products from them that caught my eye because I feel like Neutrogena just doesn't come out with products that often. So I saw that they had a new concealer, the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and they also had a new setting spray, a Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and a glowy primer serum. So I got the new products and a few other Neutrogena products too. Everything on my face, for the most part. I do have a few products that are not Neutrogena, but most of them are from Neutrogena. If you're interested in seeing my thoughts on these new products and some other Neutrogena makeup items, please keep watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and please follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first product that I got, I'm really excited about this actually. This was very exciting to me. This is the Glow Primer Serum. And it's, I guess, from the Hydro Boost line from Neutrogena. It's supposed to just give you a very moisturized base for makeup. It's supposed to give you some glow and have hyaluronic acid and all the good things for your skin. So it does come in a little dropper. And you do get a good bit of product in here. You get 1 fluid ounce. I feel like you wouldn't need much of this. So this would probably last you for quite a while. I'm just gonna rub it on my hands and just kind of pat it in. Okay, so it is very moisturizing feeling. Wow. And there is no fragrance, which I'm really excited about because I've tried a few of similar products to this recently from the drugstore, and they all have fragrance in them. Like a lot of fragrance, like it'll knock you down. They're so fragrant. So this one doesn't have any of that in it. In fact, I want to say this only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... only 8 ingredients in this, which for a cosmetics product is pretty good. Okay, so it does feel really, really moisturizing, and I feel like my skin definitely does look really hydrated, and it's not sticky at all. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited about that. I love this whole idea. I love a glowy base for makeup. I just think makeup looks so much better when your skin is really moisturized and hydrated. So I love the idea of this. I love that it has hyaluronic acid, no fragrance. I think this is going to be a really good product. Okay, I did go ahead and apply some of my Bobbi Brown corrector under my eyes and a little bit of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Yellow Corrector on my cheek area. And now we are going to move on to the Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is the color Sheer Ivory number 10, and this has broad spectrum SPF 30, has antioxidant A, C, and E. You do get 1.1 fluid ounces in here, so let's try it out. I will say they only had, this may be a little light for me actually, they only have 3 colors of this, which in Tinted Moisturizer you can get away with a color not being an exact match for you, but I do wish they had a few more shades in this. So this is the consistency. It's not very runny. I do really like how my skin looks with this underneath, so I'm excited about that. So I'm just going to take what's on the back of my hand I love that the drugstore lately seems to be coming out with a lot more lightweight face products. The no makeup trend seems to be kind of taking over, and I'm all for that. I love a good lightweight everyday foundation. Wow, my face does look really glowy. I kind of love it. Okay, so yes, this is definitely very light coverage. It is giving a little bit of coverage. It does also have a pretty glowy finish to it. So, and it could be partially because of the primer serum that I used. So I'm going to use my damp sponge and just get the rest that's on my hand and just go over it with my sponge. It does not have a strong sunscreen smell at all, which is interesting because I feel like most products like this that have SPF in them, you can definitely smell the SPF, but I really don't notice it with this. Okay, so that is everything I had pumped out on my hand. So as you can see, it's not full coverage, obviously, it's not medium. I would say it's a decent light coverage. You can still see my skin peeking through over here on my cheek area, which is fine. It's a tinted moisturizer, so it's not supposed to cover everything. But the finish I really, really like. It looks nice and really natural and healthy on my skin. So far, I would definitely agree it is very radiant. So I can see why it's called Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. So far, I think it looks really, really nice. So now this is probably what I'm the most excited about because I just love to try new concealers. I don't know why, but I absolutely love concealer. So this is the new Radiant Cream Concealer from Neutrogena. It's supposed to have peptides and antioxidants in it. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm pretty sure this just came out. And I got mine in the shade Light, number 3. They had a decent shade range of this concealer too, which I was happy about since they only had 3 shades in the tinted moisturizer, so that's good. I'll put the exact number of shades up on the screen. I can't remember, but it was a decent amount. It does have the doe foot applicator. Reminds me of like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. We're just gonna apply. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be light coverage, medium coverage. I'm not really sure. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit all over. And I'm gonna first take my foundation brush and just blend the face parts in, or not the face parts, blend in the areas that are not under my eyes. I don't love to use a brush on concealer under my eyes for some reason. I don't know, I just don't like the feeling. So now blend it in with my damp Real Technique sponge. So the consistency of this reminds me of the new L'Oreal Age Perfect concealer. I did a whole review of that line from L'Oreal that I'll link in the cards for you. But that's what this concealer is reminding me of. It's a very similar texture. It's even the packaging is very similar. Here's the Age Perfect. Here's the Neutrogena one, but the applicator is similar. Like, really, really reminds me of that one. So the Neutrogena concealer looks pretty nice. It's definitely not a full coverage. I would say it's also pretty light coverage, but it does not look dry at all under my eyes, and that is my #1 pet peeve with concealer. I do not like mattifying, dry looking concealer under my eyes. I do not like it. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more. I also have no ring light, no lights of any kind shining on me. All I have in front of me is a window with the blinds open. Just so you know, so none of the lights are masking anything or making things look better than they are. So yes, the coverage I would say is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit better maybe than the Age Perfect one, but it's almost identical in my opinion. But I will say it is not creasing as of right now, and I have not set it with anything. So that is a good sign, because I will say with the Age Perfect, it did crease under my eyes pretty much instantly when I used it before. So that's a good sign for the Neutrogena one. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my cheek area. But my skin looks super nice and hydrated. I mean, it just looks really, really healthy. It does not look makeup-y or anything at all. Which this is honestly, on a day-to-day basis, this is what I want my skin to look like. I love a good medium full coverage foundation, don't get me wrong, but not for every day, just when you're going to be running errands or sitting at home. This is the kind of makeup I like. So I'm going to walk over to the other window and stand closer so hopefully you can see. So here's what it looks like. You can see it's very light coverage. It does not cover everything. And the concealer does not cover everything, that's for sure. You can still see some of my darkness right here, but I mean, it does help to even things out, and it's better than having nothing at all. The makeup looks pretty nice though. So here it is again. And honestly, I really like how this looks. I have no problem with light coverage. And I just think it looks really nice and healthy and just like my own skin, but better, which is what I really like. And I do agree, it's definitely good for no makeup days. I think this is a perfect choice for that. So far, I'm pretty impressed with these things. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows and lightly set this just a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I have a few other Neutrogena products that I wanted to try out. I did fill in my brows with my Brow Wiz, and then I lightly, very, very lightly, set my face with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I did go in and set the concealer with this just a tiny bit as well, because when I was looking close up in the mirror, that concealer did crease. It looked exactly like the L'Oreal Age Perfect one does after I apply it, and I guess it's because it's so creamy, radiant, and hydrating. It creases. If you have lines there, it's gonna crease. So I did put a tiny bit of the powder under my eyes, but I did not bake or anything. I just barely set my under eyes. And now I'm really excited about this. I've wanted to try this for a long time. Actually, it's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends Natural Radiance Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. Remember a long time ago, Casey Holmes here on YouTube would always talk about this bronzer, and I just never tried it, but I always wanted to. So I figured I would get it and try it out for this video. It's really pretty. It's kind of 4 different bronze colors. You can see the different little squares in here, but it's super pretty. And I think this is the only bronzer Neutrogena makes, unless I'm mistaken. And it's matte, it does not have shimmer in it. It's a very warm bronzer, but not too warm. Okay, so that is super pretty. I really, really like that. Wow. Oh, I love this. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely a win for me. I'll definitely continue to use this. I have been really impressed with drugstore bronzers lately. I don't know why, but like the Milani one that I've been using in a ton of my other videos, I am obsessed with that. The drugstore has really been stepping up their game lately, which I personally love. I also got this, and it says this is new on here, but I feel like this is not new. It's the Healthy Skin Blush from Neutrogena. This one is in the shade Rosy. So here it is. It's a cute little compact, just like the bronzer. And I just think this is a super pretty coral. I love this. I don't think it has shimmer in it. It doesn't look like it does. I'm going to use my little Sonia Kashuk blush brush and lightly apply this over where I put that bronzer. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Oh, the glow on my face right now is really good. Wow, I'm guessing it's probably from this, but I'm loving the way my skin looks right now. That blush, again, so pretty. It's not super, super intense, which I personally really like in blushes. So both of these, very much impressed with so far. I just went in and put some of my NARS tinted eyeshadow base on, and now I'm just going to take a little bit of this bronzer, and I'm just going to lightly put this in my crease. This is my favorite thing to do when I wear makeup like this, is to just even out the tone of my eyelids and then lightly put my bronzer in the crease of my eye, and that's it. So I did also get the Neutrogena Healthy Links mascara. This is in the shade Carbon Black. And I feel like Neutrogena is one of those brands that doesn't get a whole lot of love here on YouTube. Here's what the wand looks like. It's just a really basic skinny wand. I feel like no one ever talks about Neutrogena products. That's why I wanted to do this video. And I got really excited when I saw that they had come out with some new things like this and the concealer and that primer. There is the mascara. Like I said, it's nothing earth-shattering, but it's a really good lengthening everyday mascara. I like the wand. It was pretty easy to apply, and it's very lengthening and separating, so I like it. Now for lips, I got one of these Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Sticks. So this one is in the shade Nude Pink. So I'm just going to apply some of this. I'm not going to line my lips or anything. Because again, for everyday makeup, color is very, very pretty. Almost looks a little corally to me. I know it says nude pink, but has kind of a corally tint in my opinion, which I really like. Last but not least, we have a new setting spray from Neutrogena. So I also really love to try setting sprays. I don't know why. When I saw this, I knew I had to try it. This is the Neutrogena Radiant Setting Spray with peptides. And this, let's see, is 3.4 fluid ounces. So this spray is supposed to be, or here's what the packaging looks like. It's a pretty big spray bottle. So this is supposed to be antioxidant-rich radiant booster and skin perfector, weightlessly sets and locks makeup in with peptides. This setting spray is formulated to leave skin looking radiant and refreshed. So let's try this out. I'm kind of surprised. This is a pretty big bottle for a drugstore spray. I feel like sometimes drugstore setting sprays like this are kind of small, but this one isn't. Oh, wow. Okay, that is a very intense mister. Wow. Oh my gosh, my face looks wet. Oh gosh, okay. It does smell like it has some fragrance in it too. It's a very clean smell, but okay, yeah, it does. It almost smells like citrusy, kind of, I don't know. It does feel nice, and the smell seems to have kind of gone away now. Or when you first spray it, it definitely has a smell. Don't know about this. I do like, my skin still looks super radiant. I wish the mister was a little bit less intense. It was very in your face, like wet, spraying yourself with a water bottle kind of sprayer. But it does look nice, and it looks okay now that I've kind of gone over it with a sponge. So here is the final look. So to me, these products are exactly what they claim to be. They are very much catered for that no makeup everyday look. I will say that this moisturizer, or tinted moisturizer, is really nice. I wish it came in more than 3 shades, but since it is very, very sheer, I think you can get away with it not being an exact match for you. I will say I would probably choose, if you're choosing between this and the L'Oreal Age Perfect, I would probably choose the Age Perfect over this one. It gives a good bit more coverage, and it comes in a lot more shades than this, but I don't dislike this. I would just choose the L'Oreal one over that one. This I really like. I would totally recommend this if you like a really dewy, radiant look to your skin, especially for no makeup days. Honestly, this would probably be really pretty just to wear on its own with some concealer, or just on its own with just this. But I really liked this, and I do think it definitely contributed to the finish that I have to my face right now. So this I'm super impressed with. The concealer I like. It does crease. It's a creamy concealer, so it is going to crease if you have lines under your eyes. The good news is it is not drying looking at all, in my opinion, which I really love. I think this would be a good option for someone with more mature skin for that reason. It gives a little bit of coverage, but it's definitely more of a light medium. Definitely not a full medium, definitely not a full coverage. And it comes in a great shade range. So this I would recommend looking into if you want a really good, lightweight, everyday concealer. Absolutely love these 2 products I tried out, the bronzer and the blush. I think this is a great option. These colors, super pretty. I think this would work for a good many skin tones. Again, I wish they would do a few more shade options so that more people can use these, because these are very nice. I really like them. We'll definitely continue to use these. The mascara I like. It's nothing earth-shattering, like you have to go out and buy it, but it's a great mascara if you need a new one just for every day and you like lengthening mascaras. You would probably really like this. This color stick I like. I don't think it's anything crazy amazing, but I do like it. It's very moisturizing and gives a decent amount of color. And this does come in a pretty decent color shade range as well. So those are my thoughts. I'm pretty impressed. This is the first time I've ever tried Neutrogena products before. So that's why I wanted to do a dedicated video, since I've never tried anything from them and they did have a few new products come out. These products are exactly what I think of when I think of Neutrogena. I just think of lightweight, really simple, pretty, everyday makeup products. Nothing trendy or super out there, but really, really nice and great for the everyday makeup look. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other new makeup you want me to try in a future video. I love to get recommendations from you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, please subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Also, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.